Tommy Watson Coaches Show right here live at Fox's Pizza in Pine Mountain. Been a great host for us over here, enjoying our times here. Coach, let's get right to it. Last week, you know, the score ain't really indicative of how the game was. A tough loss at home to Jonesboro. Felt like we played a good game. Went up against a heck of an athlete, that Whittem, Jontavius Whittem over there. But man, that team played good. Y'all even hung with them. Then the score looks like it was just a blowout of the water. But yeah, just wasn't showing how y'all played.
Yeah, I felt like for 3 quarters we played as good as we played all year, no doubt about it. You know, you look at Jonesboro, they were big, they were fast, and athletic. Coach Wingard told me maybe Thursday before the game that they had over 250 scholarship offered kids on their football team. You know, we played well. We played hard. You know, offensively, we only scored 10 points, but we had the ball at the 35 going in 3 other times and wasn't able to capitalize. But, man, we're getting better. There's no doubt about it. But still got to find a way to get over the hump and win some football games, no doubt.
And, you know, you hit some of these spots. You know, I felt, you know, the play your kicker, the sophomore, that Nate Batchelor, he had another good game, coming out strong. And, you know, Tanner was doing the kickoffs, but the field goal, extra point, and Nate was playing on a punt. I saw him go down there and actually stick his nose in there trying to make a tackle. So, you know, just seeing some of the bright spots like that. And, you know, I said on the broadcast, we talked about the sophomores on this team, and, you know, you kind of look for some older players, but you kind of went the other way the other day. You had a freshman come out there and start playing and really made a lot of good plays.
Yeah, Aiden Robinson, he did. He'll be a name that the people in Harris County, everybody in Harris County probably know his name before it's all said and done. But, you know, you look at offensively, man, we only played 2 seniors the entire game. And that's a problem in 4A football. And, you know, defensively, I think we got maybe 3 to 4 playing. I think it's 4, but 2 of them rotate in and out of the game. So we're just super young. You know, the great thing about it is we got 2 or 3 more years with them.
Yeah.
And so we're very excited about the future, but we also are working like crazy to get the current fixed as well, so we can make the playoffs.
And I'll say this about your seniors, and I know you see it more than I see them at practice, and what I see at the games is them are good guys to learn from. You see the Carter Myers, the Kingston Rivers, West Sappington. You see these younger players. Them are really good guys for them to learn from.
Yeah, you know, and our whole senior class, even though there's not many of them, 14 of them, I think, even though they don't get to play, they show up every day at practice. They give great scout team looks, whatever they need at their own time. They're not a distraction. And I've had teams in the past where a senior wasn't getting to play, it was a problem.
Yeah.
You know, it was a distraction. It might be a parent distraction because kid wasn't getting to play, whatever. But this group is not like that. This group understands their role. They accept the role, and they show up and work hard every day. And that is a testament to our kids for sure, to our senior class, and hopefully the underclassmen are learning something from them.
All right, now we put that one behind us. We look ahead. We got Northside this weekend. Now I know people in this area, Harris County, it's a big rivalry. How do you separate that with the players on the team? How do y'all keep their focus off, you know, another opponent when it is somebody like this in a rivalry scenario?
You know, we're not good enough to be worried about a rivalry. We're worried about Harris County at this moment. We just had a great practice, and you know, they're scary. You know, I think they played Carver closer than anybody did all year. When you know, I watched the game. They played Carver. I watched it on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live. You know, the opening drive, they had the ball for 10 minutes and 30 seconds, and they went and learned the wing tee. And you know, early on, you know, you could tell that the players maybe not had a great understanding, or the coaches might not have had a great understanding of how to manipulate it and make it work. But I tell you what, now, over the 4 games they played, from game 1 to game 4, they are drastically improved on offense. And you know, unlike when we played Manchester, we had all summer to work on a wing tee. And so now we've nailed it down from a Sunday through a Thursday to work on wing tee. Gave us 5 days. So I'm nervous as I can be about it. They got some really good players. They do some really good stuff on offense, and defensively they line up and, you know, they run an odd stack defense, and you never know where the pressure's coming from. So we better come ready to play, I can tell you that.
Absolutely. And a lot of that means these, if you're Harris County, you're watching, you're supporting them, it's a short ride down to Columbus. Make that trip, fill out them bleachers on that away side, and let the black and gold come through there. I know the Noise Boys is going to make the trip down there. They're going to be loud. But it just helps the team. We talk about it at home all the time, but there's nothing like going on the road and having that support.
Yeah, well, it was not on the road, but at home. We alluded to it last week. It was, you know, it was rather disappointing that the crowd that we had in the first region opener. And, you know, I told you, our kids feed off of that. They love that. And but yeah, we'd like to have a good crowd come down to 30 minutes down the road, 20 minutes, whatever it is, and support us against Northside for sure.
Yeah, and we mentioned the coach said it with the team, but it is a rivalry. I know to the outside people, it's like the Iron Bowl. The players don't feel it, the Iron Bowl, but you bet your bottom dollar the fans feel it. And that's kind of how this week is for everybody else. It seems like, and that's in every sport in Harris County. It's not just like football; it's a big deal. It's anytime we play like this. But this weekend, make the trip down to Columbus, support the team. And right now, it's the region game. You lose a home region game, you can make it up by winning that first road region game and kind of feel like you're breaking even, and you still got a shot at getting in there where you can host the playoff game, which is the ultimate goal.
Sure.
Going through here. And coaches, one last before we get out here, talk about the leadership thing. What's something that y'all have kind of been working on with some of these guys helping their leadership skills?
Well, we do it year round. Like I told you one time before on the show, football season basically starts for us the first day we get back from Christmas break.
Yeah.
We do Carrot Day year round, and we talk about the leaderships, and we get our kids to stand up and talk in front of the teammates and write notes. But currently, we've been reading a book that our team chaplain Chase Tucker from River Life Church gave us, and it just talks about surrounding yourself and yourself becoming a positive thinker.
Yeah.
We usually read a lesson out of that book 2 or 3 days a week and just try to create that. But it's hard, man. Everywhere kids look now, there's bad.
Right.
Whether it be on social media, whether it be in the real world or schoolhouses, you can find trouble anywhere you want to find trouble now, and we try to do a good job of making sure that our players try to stay clear of that. And even though we work as hard as we work on it, we still have some time to time that fall by the wayside. It's a full-time job, man.
Oh, man.
It is a full-time job.
Well, y'all doing a great job with it. I know these kids are all respectable, and it's the mom and daddies at home, but also the job that you and your coaches, not just you, your assistant coaches as well, instilling in them. They're all respectable to everybody on our team, the broadcast team, and we just always appreciate that, and we appreciate the work y'all put in with it. So that's Friday. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff when we go on the road. Columbus, they kick off at 7 down there in Muskogee County, so it's a 7 o'clock kick, so it's a little bit earlier than what we do up here in the county. So be sure to come down there, bring your black and gold, pack out the stands. We're going to leave it. Usually we have another little segment, but this week we're going to cut it a little short with a later start. So be sure to come out there Friday and go Tigers.
Go Tigers.